Starting a little early before 5 because the sun is coming down a lot quicker here in Arizona. I just want to say what we're going to do today is going to be a quick one. It's going to be the brain versus ANI. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but it was kind of a touchy topic, so I didn't really want to do it, but I'll make it quick enough. What we got here is our brain. What does our brain have? Well, it has a lot of things. They say gray matter and such. Hey, this is it. Yeah, right. So we have neurons. Neurons are what make you think. Now, neurons, they said in the beginning, were, well, once you got them and you're born with them, that's all you got. You're not going to have any more. When they get destroyed, and I'll go into the few things that destroys your neurons. They said your neurons die, you don't get any more. Well, guess what, kids, anybody's watching? You grow more neurons. Hey, imagine that. Now, I didn't say go hog wild with drugs and alcohol and... Okay, chronic stress will kill them. Excessive alcohol. Smoking and nicotine, not only does it kill them, but it shrinks your brain. You've got sleep deprivation, that's going to do it. And because when you sleep, you have to have the toxicity of your brain is removed. The toxins are taken from your brain when you sleep. So if you're up a lot and you don't sleep and get your night's sleep, kid, that's going to happen. It's not going to be positive. So then you got the high sugar. Oh my God. Everywhere you look, there's sugar, right? And processed foods. That would be your hot dogs, your bacon, pork, all the antibiotics that are being put in our meats. That kind of stuff kill your neurons. Then you have air pollution, and that's a big topic in itself. I just had a bunch of well, they're called chemtrails, but they don't exist. I already did one on that. All the stuff that it has in it, aluminum all the way down. You could check it out, chemtrails. The head injuries are a big one too. So kids in football and stuff, and any kind of athletics that you're getting hit in the head, you want to try to stop that because it's affecting your neurons. And this is what causes down the road Alzheimer's. Even younger now, kids are having hard times with memory. Then lack of mental stimulation. That'll do it too. You got to engage in stimulating thoughts is what it comes down to keep the neurons going. And what I just spoke of is what kills them. And I did say how we do now grow them, where prior to that we did not have that ability to understand. We grow neurons. Now, this whole thumbnail is going to be on brain versus the AI. All right? All right. The sun's going down, but I got to see what's going on here. Hey, Bunny. I think that's your name. Let's see. See who I missed. Anybody? Yeah. Hey, Laura. How you doing, Bunny? The place looks so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Bunny. That was my mom's name. That was her nickname, Bunny. Hey, Danny Silva. Hey, how you doing? Okay, so this is all the thumbnail today is going to be real fast on brain versus ANI. I got one more goodie. This kind. Should keep them away for a while. You better eat this one. Don't bury it. Yeah, right. He's a burying fool. But he's happy with this one, baby. I don't know. So, hey there, Sunlight. How you doing? Arthur, geezer, hi, fan here. You look like Arthur Morgan from... I don't know Arthur Morgan, but hope it's positive. Arthur A347. Hey, Sunlight. He's cute. Yeah, he's a cute dog. He's a rescue. He was starved, put in a cage. Nobody was feeding him. He's skin and bones when I got him. And now he's a little porker. He's a little pork chop now. Okay, so what are you doing, Sunlight? What am I doing? I'm doing a fast thumbnail on the brain. The neurons in the brain versus A and I. That's A and I. That's artificial intelligence that everybody's running to get the glasses, to get the chip, to get all the stuff, okay? Now I'm just going to say there's some pros and cons. And that's why it's going to be hopefully a short one for you. Now, AI is artificial intelligence, but it also has a network. It's a network of computer module. What it is, it's they call it ANNs, ANN, artificial neural networks, ANNs. And what it does is it mimics the biological neurons of the brain. That's all they do, is they mimic it. Now they are trying to put now real neurons in these ANIs, but they have not succeeded at this time. So you have, okay, so first of all, I kind of skipped over the neurons. How many neurons does a human body have? Well, they're debating, they're fighting over this. It's anywhere between 86 billion and 100 billion neurons in your brain. Now, which also makes up, it's called 100 trillion connections. 100 trillion connections. So we have all these billions of neurons plus these connections to make us think. Okay? Hey, Carnissa Richardson, are you enlightened? Let me tell you, brother, I'm enlightened on a few things. Other things, I'm still in the dark. Okay, Josh, DDDS, yes sir, may you tilt your hat. Absolutely. Howdy, partner. Hey, BXP. Yes, this is on brain versus ANI. Now, I've gone over two of the things, but I didn't go into the third part, which is very important. The third part is the heart. Now, ANI does not have a heart. They don't have a heart. They just have the brain. And it's not even a brain. It mimics the brain. The ANI does. It's not really the brain, but it's doing some fantastic things, as you well know. We got Google, we got all kinds of information at our fingertips like that, and everybody says how wonderful it is. Well, you know what? Our neurons of our human brain outdo the ANI. Nobody's talking about that. See, because when your brain cells die, they make themselves again, and you have when they remake themselves, you have, it's called use it or lose it. You have 7 to 10 days to use those new neurons, or they go. So when you don't use your neurons, that's another problem. And that's what happens when you get into ANI. You fall back on not using your own capabilities, is what it comes down to. And we do not even know what our capabilities are yet, do we? No, we don't. We only use 3% of our brain. So just think about the other part that some fantastic saints, sages, and wise men have used, and we're doing miraculous things. Just think about it. Put it on the back shelf. So now we have the heart. What about the heart? Well, the heart has some information for us, whether you know it or not. Because as of 1991, Dr. Andrew Amar, he found that the information, you process information independently from the brain, from the heart. Because the heart, he found, has over 40,000 neurons. Your heart thinks, so your heart can think. Wow. Didn't the ancients always say that? Listen to your heart. Always listen to your heart. I've been talking about it for years now. Listen to your heart, not your head. Why is that? Because the heart will never let you down. It'll never let you down. It'll always tell you the truth. Hey, you know what? Nothing for you, boy. Look at your dirty nose. You just buried that. You go dig it up and eat it. It'll be another day. No, you got to go. Look at his face. Tell me he didn't bury that. That's a guilty, dirty face. He buried that last one I gave him. He's licking my hand. Forget about it, boy. I got nothing. Nothing. Okay, sorry for the interruption. I got this dog that's nudging me and everything, and he wants to get in on it. He wants to get in on it too. What a cute boy. No more. No. Yeah, got to be firm with him sometimes. Sort of like your subconscious. You have to be firm with your subconscious because it's like a little animal. But I talked about that before. It's back to the subject. So we have okay. So we have a connection with our heart to our brain. Mind is different. That's another topic. Our heart has 80% information coming from our heart to our brain. It's not the other way around. Our heart has a well, it's a signaling for our heart to beat. It has control over our blood pressure. It signals the flow from the heart to the brain, and not the other way around. Isn't that interesting? So what we find is this will influence our emotions and our perceptions. Our heart does, not our brain. So, okay. Hey, BPX. Oh, yeah, I got to tell them. No, I'm just mentioning some facts. Vet me on this, please. I'm not just pulling this out of my hat. I've wanted to do this for a long time because everybody wants to jump on the wagon, getting the chip put in them. Because they got chips for you right now. There's some guy that has 16 chips in him, and he can open up his car now. He can turn it on. He can open up his house. He can turn on all the electrical appliances. He can do all these things by these chips automatically. Well, why can't you just do it by yourself? That's what I'm saying. Our independence is being taken away. Our freedoms are being taken away slowly by jumping aboard this idea of, I think by 2030, they want everybody to have a chip or a tattoo that's going to, you'll be able to buy things. And if you don't have the chip, you don't get to buy anything. I guess you're going to have to be a breatharian, aren't you? Well, I don't know. So we got, okay, the next level on this is, they did something recently. I find it very fascinating. All you gamers out there, you probably know what I'm talking about. The very first video game was called Pong. P-O-N-G, Pong. It was a little ball. It went back and forth, and it was like a paddleboard thing. And you could hit it off the side, and it goes over there, and you had your, let's say, imaginary paddle, your button, that you'd get the Pong to go back over so the person missed the shot. That was Pong, just Pong. So what they did was an experiment on the ANI chip. They got two ANI chips, one on one side of the Pong, one on the other. And then on the next game, they had a neuron. One neuron on one side and one neuron on the other side of this game Pong. So what they did was they let it loose, let the game go, and it kept going faster and faster. And the ANI chip went pretty doggone fast. But at a certain point, it couldn't go any faster. That was it. That was the level it could go. It couldn't go any faster. Well, what they found with the neurons were, from the brain, that it kept not only excelling, but it went just off the board. It just kept going faster and faster. So it shows us that the neurons from our brain are much more efficient, basically, than the ANI. But yet everyone's going for the ANI, which I find to be kind of sad, because not only are we lazy, but we're not using our God-given talents. So that's what I think the future is going to hold for us, is our choosing whether we want, I guess, to be more lazy, which is kind of a lot of people do. They don't use their God-given talents, which again, we're not using all of it right now. In fact, Einstein only used 4% of his brain. We're using 3%. He was a genius. So just think of, you Google how much of your brain you're using. They say, oh, you use 10%. Oh yeah, right. Last time I heard about that. Look around the people you got around you. Are they using 10%? Are they even using 3%? Oh man, I'm just saying. We fall into certain patterns that are very detrimental for us, that we don't even realize, by not using our brain. And even look at kids today. Kids, you got a computer. You don't even use your math anymore. You can't even read. You use emojis for reading. There's all kinds of stuff that we're losing. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. And then the physical education. that was the other thing. Your neurons excel when you use physical education. How many people are going to PE anymore, right? I mean, physical education. Back in my day, I kind of liked it because there was ropes to climb and just physical activities. I was brought up that way. A lot of kids hated it, but that was one of my favorite ones. And the birds are coming in pretty close. I'll try to turn it around where we can get a shot of them. Yeah, they're coming in close today. I just fed them. So we have a lot of choices these days on whether or not we're going to jump aboard the A&I train. And I think a lot of people are, but they don't realize their true potential, maybe, or just something that it's a fad everybody's going to be doing. Right now, we got so many computer games out there that I don't know if that's really that beneficial for you. We do know that a trampoline, when you bounce on a trampoline, your neurons get excelled and your thinking excels, and something about the bouncing of a trampoline. Now, I grew up on a trampoline. Yeah, I was able to do a double flip. Yeah, and well, that has its pros and cons, especially when I did it 2 weeks before I was going to graduate. I had amnesia, but I already went into that. I want to do it again. So what we have is always our choice on Einstein. Thank you. Einstein had a groove in his brain to where the neurons and it's called the glial cells, GLIAL cells. It's the nerve glue that holds everything together, and he had more of those in his frontal lobe, as well as other parts of his brain, because they took his brain and they just cut it all up. And they found that that was the only differences, that he had one groove that was closer than others. So his mathematician and stuff like that, he was a genius. I guess they're trying to mimic that too. So what we have is our potential that we're not being told we have. And we as human beings, since man has began to evolve, we've always taken things outside of ourselves. Taken things outside of ourselves to get where we're going, to do what we have to do. When in reality, we have everything we need right within us. Well, as Jesus said, heaven is within. Go unto the Father. He was always with the Father, the higher source. And look at all the things he was able to do. I don't remember him having any kind of computers or any type of, appliance to work. And speaking of appliances, I have to bring this up before I say goodbye. I saw this movie with my mom. We went to the movies. It was Orson Welles, the End Times one, Nostradamus. It was look up Orson Welles Nostradamus. Now I looked it up just recently, and I watched the whole doggone thing, and I didn't see the part that excited me more than anything in that whole movie. Now, it was when Nostradamus had said, Nostradamus, by the way, he was like 1500, and he predicted a lot of things that could come true. You might want to look up, hit that guy too. So Nostradamus put a satron that said, in the future, machines will attack mankind. Machines will attack mankind. Well, this is 1980. That's ridiculous. How could that ever happen? How could that ever happen? How could that happen? I'll tell you, I looked at that movie and they took that part out, because that part that I remember was this. There was people that were like in the kitchen, and the toasters, because what did we have back then? No mechanical stuff. So the toasters were attacking the people. The refrigerator doors were opening and grabbing people. The dishwasher and the washing machine all were pulling people in. It was all kind of crazy stuff like that. And then the guy with the blender, he was doing some blending and all, and it jumped up and it got his hand. Anyway, there was blood everywhere. It was kind of like just craziness that they were putting into this movie. of machines attacking mankind. So I didn't put any really merit into it until recently. I was looking through Nostradamus, and it does say machines will attack mankind. Now, I just say this. This is ice cream topping answer. I don't know. What is this stupid thing? State O and I answer? No, I don't want. I don't know. I pushed the button, guys. I don't know what's down here. Best ice cream topping. Why is it saying that? I don't know, guys. You answer this for me. Okay, so the Quatrain said on can I get rid of this thing? No, it looks like I'm looking at best ice cream topping. Last time they interrupted almost my train of thought. The ANI, even Elon Musk says he does not like the way it is going. Okay, he was concerned, but yet he's still making these things. So I don't know. Okay, keep it. Doesn't matter. So VXP, you can see best ice cream topping. Why would they do this to me? I don't know. See, I fell for a trick. They asked me a question, and I pushed the button. See, ANI is trying to stop me from doing this, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep going. So the understanding is we didn't have any ANI back in 80s, so now we do. And it does look like, if you recall, back in Japan, all those robots that were killing the people that made them, and then they shut them down, and then somehow that one started rebooting itself because of this eye in the sky. It redid them, and then it said, he started fixing himself, and then he started killing more people. This is over there. They're not talking about. Well, they did, but it was a little blurb. Nothing's talking about. And my question has always been this: is there an off switch on these ANIs? Apparently not. You turn them off and they get rebooted again by the things up in the sky. Okay? I don't want to hear about you either. These people throwing stuff at me now. Okay. Hey, Ahmed Salam 82. Yes, sir. Exactly what you said. All right. So you agree with me, right? There's stuff going on that we're not being told. First of all, that we have our own neurons that are way surpassing the mimicking ones from the ANI. But they want you to hook up to ANI, see? What happens is when you hook up to ANI, that's going to be, you're hooking into another force field. You are no longer with your force field, which is a connection, hopefully, your subconscious, our conscious self, our emotional self, which is our heart, and then our higher self. All of these have to be in alignment, which we have not quite done yet, but many people in the past have. And when they did miracles, but they're not miracles. It's what we're supposed to be doing every day. But we don't know it because we don't know our potential. Well, let me tell you, more things will be coming out on our potential. I know that. Okay, BPX, crazy amount of energy needed to keep AI alive, but why does it need so much energy? Well, that's a very good question, isn't it? Maybe we stop giving it energy. Yeah, that means you're not going to be looking on your phone and stuff like that, I guess. But, well, I know we have supercomputers and interdimensional computers. These are really concerning me too, but that would be another topic. Okay, Senor Rubigan. Well, AI does kind of collect a lot of info constantly. Yes, it does. And my point being, it does not, ANI at this time does not have a heart. Would someone give ANI a heart, for God's sake? It's like the Tin Man or something, you know what I mean? Has a brain, no heart. Yeah, that's an interesting topic, isn't it? So, we have 40,000 neurons in our heart. Makes our heart beat, makes our blood pressure hopefully stay down. It makes a connection to our brain. It always steers you correctly. It never lies to you. Our heart never lies to you. So why can't they put a heart in the A and I, is what I'm saying. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they just want to be that way. My suggestion is you give them a heart. That way maybe they can have feelings on maybe not killing people. Something like that. Okay, what's this? Influence XR Mercedes. Oh my gosh, one engine, one soul, one story. Yeah, it has to do with the soul. You're dealing with A and I. It's a soulless. It's soulless. Hey, there are some people that are soulless too. But that'd be another topic. It's rather negative. Okay. We're at a stage right now. Mankind is that we have to choose um, our own God-given source, talents, attributes, or slough off and join another club, which is going to be detrimental, I feel, for mankind, because already we can see what A and I is doing. Um, I guess some fantastic things. If you talk about the guys that went to war, come back with a few missing limbs, they're able to put things on you, and you could be a normal person. I'm for that. I'm not against all A and I. I'm just talking about when they start putting massive amounts of chips in you and rearranging your thinking to where you're losing more of your free choice, which I believe is happening right now on different levels, from subliminal to everything else. And I guess I'll bring that up at another time. But what we have here is a choice to go A and I or to stay human. Because once we stay human, that's going to be a lot different than being inhuman. Okay? So that's pretty much it. Thumbnails, brain versus A and I. It's short enough, I guess, for most of you. Best ice cream topping. I want to strangle that guy that put that up there. It was me, though. I pushed that button. See? I fell for the trap. So don't fall for the trap of getting a tattoo that's going to get your... We're going to be forced into it, I think, pretty soon. If you don't have this chip, you don't get food. Well, I guess... And they're stopping you from growing your food. That is making it more difficult, isn't it? But that would be another story. I just want to say, anybody out there left, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, give me a comment, please. I need the algorithms. And that mosquito, I think I missed him. Yeah, I missed him. So what we got is, anybody's watching still, if you have I don't know, if you have a handle, what do you call those things? You know what I'm doing? You can join my handle. And if you have one, I'll join yours. And if not, at least if you join the club, you'll know when I'm doing a next live. All right, that's what it comes down to. It's always something. I don't know. It's just always something off the wall. Nobody's talking about usually. Hey, John Taiwan, I love you, Martin. Hey, I love you too, Jerry. Where the heck you been, buddy boy? Okay, I just did one on it's called. I think it's 3 minutes. If you go on my page, you'll find, well, it's the last one I did for 3 minutes. I'm just going to say that because I don't want to go further. I probably shouldn't have put it out there. It's about the Epstein files. And, well, that's all I'm going to say about it. It's it's called the Dead Man Switch. Find the Dead Man Switch. It's only 3 minutes. Check it out. Leave me a comment. It's more than interesting on the Epstein files that have been put out there, or probably will be, I guess. Okay, Dina Deva, love Monopoly Man Mustache. Monopoly Man Mustache. Hey, I never thought about that. Thanks, Dina. So once again, anybody that's left out there, you can be a subscriber or not. I'm not pushing it, really. I prefer you to watch another couple of Uncle Martin stuff to really choose. But if you might have the heart vibe to join now, that'd be fantastic. And if you have anything to join, I will join you too. I promise. Hey, Max O'Game. Hey, how you doing? So again, join my club, I'll join yours. And if you're not having a club, at least you'll know when I'm going to be live. And I don't even know when I'm going to be live again. I got some bunch of stuff to do here. But I'll try to get out there and give you something that nobody really is talking about, but it's very informative. Okay? Until I see you again, be well. God victory. Stay safe.